Hey, my creative friends. My name is Shannon from shannonstudio.com, and I'm here to talk about a creative life. We're on day 363 in a row, and we will, the last day of my goal of a video every day this year will end on August 1st, but that's when we're launching Creative Heartbeats Club, so it's kind of just a transition, and I will still be doing things, but this goal will be done, and I'm so excited. Hey Rose, I'm so excited that hi boyfriend, that I started the goal, that I'm actually did the goal, and as long as I keep my fingers crossed that I don't mess up in the last 5 days, or 4 days, 5 days, 6, whatever the day is. Hey Trisha, and I'm gonna thank Trisha. Thank you very much for figuring out why my count was off on the videos, because I'm like trying to sit there figure it out, and I didn't want to go back through the videos. I'm sorry, 363 videos. I just did not want to do that. But Trisha found it and found where I made a mistake, well, or added one in, because I did 2 on one day when I was in Paris. I remember, I think I did one in the morning, and then I think I did one from the Eiffel Tower, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Trisha? Was that where you found it? Hey Joan. So yay, thank you, Trisha. That, because it did bug me, and I know Trisha knows me. I'm similar to her, and those kind of things bug us. Like, why? Where did I? Where's the mix-up? Where's the mess-up? And I just didn't. It wasn't that important for me to find, but Trisha, she knew I'd want to know where it was. So thanks, my friend. Let's see. No bike reports, no anything today. Just staying home, doing the dishes, laundry, that sort of thing, and working on things. But we're going to talk about Eiffel Tower at midnight. Yes, that's right. Being in Paris was just the coolest, I just have to say. It was just like a dream come true with seeing all the art and everything, I just have to say. And I realized I haven't really posted anything of the visit to Denmark or to Paris or anything like that. And I haven't even really posted any of the artwork or different things. So I decided, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess just living in the moment, which isn't bad. But I decided I'm going to start posting some of those things. Like today I posted some of the watercolor sketches, watercolors, paintings that I did in my sketchbook. Like when I went to cafes and, I would watercolor. And so I'm going to do that a little bit more. But for tonight, there's a quote that I came across today. It says, "I stand on the sacrifices of a million women before me, thinking, what can I do to make this mountain taller so women after me can see further?" And it said legacy. I don't know that. And I've kind of heard a couple quotes like that, where you stand on the shoulders of other women. And I totally see the value of that, totally have felt inspired by other women. And so today I was just going to go through several women, and because I've met some people, it just inspires. And I think Creative Heartbeats Club, I will share stories of other people, but also you're going to be able to connect with people and hear other women's stories, and in real time. And I think that that's inspiring as well, because a lot of these other ones I'm going to talk about, they started out at different places, and these are commercial, women who've turned their hobbies into a profession, and not everybody has to do that. And in Creative Heartbeats Club, that's not our goal, but I just think it's inspiring because they have gone further with what they wanted to and had some dreams and followed those dreams. Let's see, I met Susan Branch. She, and when you read about some of these people, and learn about them, you start to see little connections. Like, she was born in Long Beach, California, and several of my kids were born in Long Beach, California. We lived there for quite a while. And so it's just these like little connections that start to build, that you can kind of know people a little bit better. Well, she came to Kansas City with one of her book reviews, and I remember going and listening to her talk about this and how she transitioned and her struggle in her identity and in when she divorced, and her move across country, and just all kinds of things. And it just was such a nice thing to be able to hear the context of her story. And then I read her book as well, and she's like 73 years old now, and has this, she does watercolors and these, and I love her text when she does it. And I kind of a similar text sometimes when I do things as she has, and she has these delightful little images all around home and recipes, and just look her up, Susan Brandt. She is really good. Then there's another one. I remember Mary Inglebrite from when I was late teens. I mean, she's been around that long, and I think she was one of the first ones in my mind that started to enter that illustration field very successfully, that she started to make a name for herself across the board with fabrics and mugs and t-shirts. She has like 6,500 products, and her net worth, not her net worth, but she's sold a 1 billion plus in lifetime retail sales. I mean, she was everywhere. She does illustrated quotes. That's what she mostly does and started with, and just the cute little things. And she had a magazine for quite a while, and I remember getting her magazine and the paper dolls in it and the lifestyle in it. And this was quite a while ago, and it was just, you could tell an artist did it. You could tell a creative person did it. It wasn't full of ads, and it didn't have, it had that feel of just this creativeness, page after page after page. And her story is inspiring. And then there's Kath Kidston. She's an English fashion designer. She does these like country feel fabrics, kind of like country, like kind of these little tiny florals and real petite little florals and a little bit brighter colors. And I read her book. I have a lot of these books at home. Otherwise, I'd like read a quote exactly from them. But she started out doing things that she didn't see happening around her, like covering her ironing board in this colorful fabric. And so she just did these things, hand embroidery, and started to just, she called it glorified junk shop stuff. But it has taken off, and it's, she's 61, and also she has had breast cancer when she was 37 and has survived. And so it's just these stories that, of these women. Tilda Studios, and this is a fabric designer who's gone into other patterns and different things like that. She's from Norway, which if we go to Oslo, I want to see if I can like connect and go to one of her places. But she has this she's just really clever, very unique. She even came out, in her style is florals, romantic, feminine, but she even recently came out with a pattern that was tractors on a quilt, and she even made a tractor look cute. So I'm like, just darling. She started when she was 25 years old. She's 46 now, but she was 25 years old, and she said that about her grandmother was a textile designer. I think her parents were doctors. She says of her grandmother, though, my grandmother's cellar was full of fabrics that she had collected, and we would sit together and make strange and unique fabric art. Sometimes when you hear these stories, you hear about the women who came before and then inspired these people. It's grandmothers, aunts, or moms, or dads, or they inspired them. And to hear how sometimes when you're a woman, you think, oh, I'm doing this stuff, and it's just like, it doesn't make a difference. Yet some of the things, some of the things we do don't make a difference. But then some of the things that we experience with our family, that does make a difference, and it does move people's lives. So anyway, she inherited a house and then moved herself to this house and just immersed herself in this, her craft, learning her craft and her creativity, and just, then she went to a Swedish design craft company, which I've been to. What is it? Panduro Hobby. And I mean, it's only one of two. They only have 2 craft stores, companies, craft companies here. And it's Panduro. And she went to them and got her first collection out there. She has like 27 books in like 20 languages. She just, a lot of darling things that she has in there. She's really, I just think she's really super clever. Let's see. And then Katie Daisy, she is super popular, does just these illustrations that you wouldn't, that probably if she went to an formal university for art classes, they'd tell her she was doing it wrong, because she just mixes all these colors and all these shapes, and it's very organic and very colorful, but she has a great style. And so it's just woman after woman after woman that has inspired me. And Jenny Doan, she's a friend of mine, and she has done quilts. Her whole family has built Missouri Star Quilt Company. And so I just think we need to hear, it says, I stand on the sacrifices of a million women. Well, we need to hear the stories of those sacrifices. We need to hear the stories of those women. We need to be able to retell the stories for generations coming up. And so I hope in Creative Heartbeats Club that we get to hear stories. There's going to be opportunities, I am hoping, that for telling stories and telling, getting to know people and their motivation and their artwork. We'll do some, I'm planning on doing some spotlights on people. So that's part of what I'm looking forward to as well in Creative Heartbeats Club. So that's the tip tonight. Just expose yourself to other women, expose yourself to creative women. And let's see. Remember, you have a creative heartbeat, so listen for it. And I will be back tomorrow. Bye.